A record label in Seoul has reportedly been discussed at a valuation of up to 200 billion won. That is roughly $140 million. The label has no signed artists. It has not released a song. It has no established revenue model. It has a founder, an office, a name, and an idea. And this week, the investor who was looking at it walked away. This is the story of OOAK Records and of what the music industry thinks it is actually buying when it buys a person. Start with who the person is, because without that, the number makes no sense at all. Min Hee Jin is one of the most recognized creative directors in Korean music. Before she was a founder, she was the art director who shaped how SM Entertainment looked for years, and then the producer who created New Jeans at ADOR. New Jeans mattered commercially, but they mattered more stylistically. They arrived sounding and looking unlike what was around them, and within a year, a great deal of the industry was chasing that aesthetic. In this industry, that is a rare kind of credit. Plenty of people can run a successful group. Very few change what the next 50 groups look like. Then came the part everyone watched. Her relationship with HYBE, ADOR's parent company, collapsed into a public corporate fight. It ran through press conferences, board decisions, and courtrooms, and it ended with her out of the company she had built the group inside. I am not going to relitigate that here. It is documented, it is contested, and the courts have handled the parts that were theirs to handle. What matters for this story is only the position it left her in. She came out of it with an enormous public profile, a proven track record, and no artists. So she started again, OOAK Records. The name is worth a second. OOAK, one of a kind. In fashion and design, it describes a piece that exists in a single copy. It is a statement of intent, and it is a fairly good description of how she has been valued. The label signaled its official launch, and she teased ambitions for a boy group. Teasers went out, the industry watched, because of course it did. And then came the funding round. According to reporting, Atinum Investment, a major venture capital firm, had OOAK Records under internal review for a planned investment, and it has suspended that investment. The reasons given are specific, and they are not personal. The valuation was considered high. The company has no signed artists. There is no established revenue model. Now, let me give you the number in context, because in isolation, 200 billion won is just a large figure. Cube Entertainment, the agency behind groups you have heard of for over a decade, has a market capitalization of about 90.7 billion won. FNC Entertainment, about 35 billion. RBW, about 42.3 billion. Add those three together and you get roughly 168 billion won. 3 agencies, real rosters, real catalogues, real revenue, decades of history between them. At the top of the reported range, OOAK Records, with 0 artists, would have been worth more than all 3 combined. When you put it that way, an investor pausing does not sound like a snub. It sounds like arithmetic. So how does it? Stories like this move fast. Like, subscribe, and turn notifications on, and you will hear it here before it reaches your feed. Now, back to the story. With nothing, get a number like that in the first place. This is the part worth understanding, because it is how the whole industry works. When an investor values an established agency, they are valuing assets they can count. Artists under contract, back catalog, touring revenue, merchandise, streaming income with a history attached to it. When an investor values a new label built around one producer, none of that exists yet, so they are valuing something much softer. The probability that this person can do the thing they did before again. That is not irrational. In music, a producer with a proven aesthetic really can be the asset. The bet is that the next group works because of who is making it. But it is a bet on a repeat, and repeats are exactly what the industry is worst at predicting. There is also a specific problem in this case, and it is uncomfortable, but it is real. The track record everyone is pricing was built inside a company, with that company's money, its trainees, its distribution, and its marketing machine. Separating how much of that success was the producer and how much was the platform is genuinely difficult. Investors know this. It is the same question asked about star executives leaving big firms in every industry. Did you make the thing, or did the thing around you help make it? Nobody can answer that in advance, which is why the answer usually arrives as a valuation argument rather than a debate. There is a timing problem too. A label with no artists is not months from revenue. Signing or training a group, developing it, debuting it, and reaching the point where it earns money is a multi-year project. So an investor at that valuation is not waiting a quarter. They are waiting years on a bet about a person in a market where audience taste has already moved twice while they wait. None of which makes OOK Records a failure. I want to be careful here, because a suspended investment is being reported in some places as a collapse, and it is not. One firm paused one round. The label still exists, the founder still has the profile she had last week, and a lower valuation is a normal outcome of a normal negotiation. What has actually happened is that the market has offered its first hard opinion on a question the industry has been arguing about all year. What is Min Hee Jin worth without New Jeans? And the answer, at least from this investor, is less than the asking price. So what should you watch from here? First, whether the valuation moves. If a round closes at a materially lower number, that is the real verdict, and it will be quieter than this week's headline. Second, whether artists get signed before money does. A single announced group changes the conversation completely because it converts a bet on a person into something with a schedule. Third, watch who else is at the table. One firm walking is a data point. Several walking is a market. The wider thing this story shows is how strange creative industries are as investments. In most sectors, you buy the machine. Here, quite often, you are trying to buy the taste of one person and then hoping it survives being moved to a different building. OOAK, one of a kind. That is the pitch. And it is also, from an investor's chair, exactly the problem. One of a kind is very hard to put a price on.